Hi, hello, and welcome to the Salt and Sambar podcast. This is me, Sameera. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you and your family are safe and in good health. Honestly, in these times, we should just be grateful for being there. That is the only thing that we can ask for right now. So, as I promised, in this month's podcast, I am going to be talking about my journey before Salt and Sambar and how I ended up from being this nerdy topper science student and who studied engineering to this completely different path, which is a full-time artist and an illustrator who makes comics on Salt and Sambar. Is that the right way to say this? All right. So let's get started. But before we get started, I have a couple of things to say. The first thing is that I would like to thank one of my patrons who chooses to be anonymous, who was kind enough to gift me this professional studio quality mic that helps me record good quality podcasts. So thank you so much for the gift. It changes everything, and I'm pretty sure you can see the change in the quality of audio in today's podcast. The second thing is that this podcast might be long. I'm so sorry if it is longer than what you anticipated. Last night I made a podcast which was 45 minutes long, and I didn't even cover half of my journey, and I was like, no, I am not going to bore you guys with all of my details and stuff. So the thing is, I didn't know what is important and what is not important, because I feel everything that I spoke about was important in shaping my journey as an artist. So today I am hoping that the podcast will be around 20 minutes or 30 minutes, but not longer. It's currently 9 a.m. in the morning, and I have enrolled for a yoga class, an online yoga session, which is at 10 a.m. So I am hoping that we can complete the English podcast by 10 a.m. So let's see. The third thing is that this podcast has a lot of personal details which I am not really comfortable sharing to the public. I'd really appreciate if you can just listen to the podcast for yourself and not share it elsewhere. All right, without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to start with a little backdrop about me and who I am as a person. So I come from this city called Visakhapatnam, which is a beautiful city in Andhra Pradesh in India. The education here is quite good. People are very disciplined, and after completing the education, people leave the city to other bigger cities to pursue their career, because we don't have much opportunities when it comes to the IT sector over here. Also, by the way, fun fact, my city is known for its natural harbor and beautiful beach and mountains on the side. It's just beautiful, and it's also very clean. So growing up, I've always been this introverted person. I was quite good with my art because I think my mom and my grandmother were an inspiration to me. I used to experiment with all sorts of art, and I was encouraged in my school by my art teachers, and I used to participate in these contests, win prizes. And I was known as this artist kid in school, but I was also known as this public speaker. So I used to attend a lot of group discussions and public speaking contests. So I mean, I'm not technically an all-rounder, but I guess I was quite known in school for my art and also for my speaking skills. So that is where I began, and once I completed my 10th standard, I was like, let me go into the literature stream, because I was very much fascinated by English literature. So I really didn't know which of the two careers to choose from. And ultimately, I ended up choosing what the majority of the society chose, which is getting into sciences. Because I didn't know anyone back then who was going into art and who was pursuing art full time. And I was always told that, artists don't make a living and artists are starving. So, I did not go for that. Now, the thing is, I was very good with my studies. I topped my 10th board exams. So, yeah, that's right. Like, I unfortunately topped my 10th board exams, so I was told that I'd do so well with the sciences and that I should get into IITs and, have a secure job and a secure life and all that. Just the normal stuff that people hear over here, especially in the South. So ultimately, I ended up doing my IIT JEE coaching for 3 years, 1 year extended because I couldn't crack into the IITs. And then I knew that I was not smart enough for the sciences. And then I took what everyone would naturally take after knowing that, which is engineering in a local college. It was a quite well-known college in my city, so people would do anything to get a seat in that college, and thankfully I got it through my thankfully, did I just say thankfully? Anyway, I got it through my good grades, a good rank or whatever in the IIT or AIEEE back then. So I mean, it was not good rank, but it was better than what people had over here. So that's how I ended up in engineering. I was totally clueless. I didn't really know what I was doing. But then I spent 3 years of my life pursuing the sciences, right? Pursuing IIT JEE and the technological stuff. So I thought, anyway, I wasted 3 years. I might as well waste the rest of the 4 years of my life instead of getting into architecture. Because back then I was thinking of getting into architecture, and thankfully I didn't. Thank God. I mean, I don't really, after having done interior design, I can tell you that architecture is no joke. It is very serious, just like medicine is. So, engineering, on the other hand, is very light-hearted, because the thing is, we don't have quality faculty. The education system is very faulty over here. It's all about rote learning. It's all assignments, attendance, exams, semesters, so records. Oh my god. So it's nothing but rote learning. It's very mechanical. So I didn't like my engineering at all, and there were times wherein I was super super sad. I wanted to quit my engineering in the middle itself and do a lot of things maybe. So I was artistic, so I had so many interests. I didn't know which one to choose from. So I wanted to do fashion design, interior design. There was a point when I thought I should start a nail salon. I know, right? I mean, there were so many things that I was interested in, and I also wanted to do theater and become a dubbing artist at one point. Couple of years ago, actually, it was very recent. So I had so many interests, and I didn't know how to channelize them. So thankfully, YouTube happened. I started to make videos on YouTube in my second year of college. And although no one saw them back then, I had this very small community who would support me, and it was such a nice escape from my reality. It was a nice outlet to my creativity. So I used to put a lot of effort into making my videos, because that was the only thing that I enjoyed, because the college, I just hated every bit of it, like I said. I'm sorry if I'm being too, I guess, like frank about this, or too like negative about it. I'm pretty sure there are people who take good things and good memories from their college. Sadly, I wasn't one of them. I just took college as this thing where I have to complete it and get my degree and just get away from it. That's it. So although I had no plans about my future either, and I don't think I have even now. So yeah, that's pretty much my life so far. Anyway,